Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Final Whistle podcast. I'm here with my co-hosts, Barney.
Hello.
We've got George.
Hello.
And a newcomer, but he's part of the crew, but he wasn't here for the first episode due to work purposes.
Hello,
and
Bill.
a City fan, Leif.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry I missed out on the last episode.
It's alright, it doesn't matter. You came here, you're gonna get violated today, but it's alright. This episode is obviously sponsored by Top Threads. They give us these jerseys, obviously, and today I had to rock up the Juve, and the man over there had to rock up his team. Obviously, if you guys don't know, Leith is a City fan, so this season hasn't been going well for him, but we'll speak about that later. But today, from the last episode, we've done Champions League predictions. Some of the games that we predicted, obviously, are done. And some people got it correct. And some of them, the predictions were so outrageous, it didn't even come true, George. But I think
win some, you lose some, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. One of the big games that we were talking about is Atlanta Real Madrid. Obviously, Barney's Real Madrid got the dub today, 3-2 Madrid. Mbappe scored, Vini scored, and Jude scored. Probably the best three. Literally the top three dons in that team. And to be fair, Atlanta were actually really good in that game. Honestly, Di Catala's penalty was wow. And Lookman's finish was Mbappe's finish.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Lookman
yeah.
did it better.
Yeah.
He turned his body
But-
like this and then...
Yeah, I loved it. It was class from them. Barney, thoughts? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I did, obviously. I even took off work for it. Don't tell my dad.
Okay, first.
No, I'm joking. So my thoughts on it, to be honest, like, Madrid, like, we played good, but I feel like we haven't touched that level of, like, best team in Europe yet, right? I feel like there's a lot more to go to reach that level, but we are getting there. Like, it seems like we are getting better and better game by game. Mbappe, to be honest, this game, even though he played like 20 minutes, unfortunately,
His score was pretty
yeah,
good, man.
that
Straight out.
That
Wow.
touch was beautiful.
Yeah,
I haven't
really
seen
good.
a touch like that in ages, to be honest, by any Madrid player. But I want to give credit to Brahim for that assist to him as well,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
two players was on him, and he still got the ball through. And without that pass, Mbappe couldn't have like got that touch and scored that goal. So that was very class from Mbappe. Other than that, Vinicius and Bellingham, they are so important for our team.
Yeah.
When Mbappe came off, it looked like Madrid from last year. But we know that Carlo is not going to play how we're going to play last year. He's going to put in Mbappe, and we're going to have to learn this new system with Mbappe. But it is very important for our team to always have Vinicius and Bellingham in it. Because
Yeah.
the way they play, they just change the game when they play together and when they're flowing well.
That's
And
alright, yeah, not bad.
on Atalanta's side,
I thought they had a really good game,
yeah,
straight out.
they
I
had
thought
a
they
very
played.
good
Bro,
game.
They played. I think they played as
honestly.
good. Yeah, Retegi, that was
They
crazy.
they
But
played better than us. But the thing
Yeah.
is, it's a Champions League experience, to be honest. Lookman,
it's
bro,
crazy, bro. It's
bro,
crazy.
bro,
He's
I
too
didn't
good.
know he was that good.
Yeah.
I saw him in that final, and I saw him today. Yesterday, bro. Ademola Lookman is a new
Yeah.
best
I
thing.
don't know who that player is.
Looklin, yeah.
Looklin is class.
Looklin. No, but Ademola Looklin. I keep on saying it, bro. Lookman. I'm finished, guys.
Yeah, no, you're finished.
Yeah, no.
I'm just excited about the game. But yeah, honestly,
Genuinely,
3-2.
he was very good, bro.
I think, George, didn't you predict that scoreline?
I did. To be honest, I did see that many goals in the game. And again, like what we were saying last week, it's just Champions League is Real Madrid. Even though they didn't play well, and I was actually going to ask you guys a question. Why is it that Madrid can play for like 5-10 minutes in a game, be like the best team in the world, but they can't keep it up for 90 minutes? Like, why do you think that is? Because I feel like that might be one of the reasons why they probably
Could be scared. They could be scared
won't
of the
win the
injury.
Champions League.
Nah, it's Carlo Ancelotti's tactics, bro. Like, if you see throughout his career, when you see that great Milan team he coached in 2005 and in
Yeah.
2007, I'm pretty sure, and PSG and Chelsea and Madrid, throughout his career, you can see he sets up teams to be very free-flowing. He doesn't have a pep system or Spanish coach. You know, those typical Spanish coaches where they, play tiki-taka and have proper tactics. Carlo likes to have that, like he likes to express his plays. So when you see Vinny and when you see Bellingham and Mbappe on the ball, you don't know what they can do because of that freedom they have. It's not like, for example, Pep, when you see someone like Grealish on the pitch, they come, they pass it back. They have to have a slow build-up. No, it's not like that. It's like expression of a player.
Yeah, I mean, the game ended 3-2. It's a good win for you because now you guys are, I think, above the team that lost to this team. Man City lost to Juve 2-0. Unfortunately, again, it's another loss to Guardiola's team. He looks to be in shambles. But after the game, Guardiola actually said in his first interview, he said they played really well. The performance was really, really good, but it's just the finishing wasn't there. Obviously, Laith, we'll get into your team soon, but I mean 2-0 to Juve. Juve are not doing the worst, but at the same time, thoughts on the game?
To be honest, Man City, we played shocking. We couldn't finish. Haaland had a good chance as well, but Juve was just on top with Deddy.
On top.
Yeah.
Even McKenna's goal, bro. Did you see it was a fob? It was a bicycle. Not even.
Edison was having a shocker today. Both of the goals we conceded, we could have easily saved them.
Saved them, yeah.
Yeah.
Even another game that we also predicted, while Mr. Man who wore the Leverkusen, Inter beat Leverkusen. Oh no, they
lost 2-0.
Leverkusen.
1-0.
Leverkusen beat Inter 1-0.
Yeah.
It was a nice
No,
winner.
it did not.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
Leverkusen won.
Yeah. 90th minute.
They are.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Go check. They are.
I gotta check this now.
It was
90th minute.
90th minute
Words
winner.
crossed it, right? And then it was a back pass.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Mukiele
It was,
finished,
yes.
I think, at the
Yeah,
back
Mukiele
post.
finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There was a scramble and they scored. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
so
But
right. I remember.
That goal was the first goal Inter have conceded in 6
so
Champions
long.
League games.
Bro,
This season.
since their final, they only lost I think 5 or 6 games since their finals. You know how crazy that is? And they lost today, obviously Leverkusen, and not today. I mean yesterday. Oh, I just said my thing, but they lost today to Leverkusen, and not that bad, pretty good. I think Bayern won as well, 5-1 to Shakhtar, PSG, a big win for Aston Villa as well, and obviously Arsenal winning 3-0, and Borussia lost to Barcelona 3-2 as well.
Yeah, it was
George
last minute,
predicted
wasn't
4-0 Borussia Dortmund.
That's
To be
And
honest-
that is bad.
Nah. To be honest,
Nah.
I watched a bit of the highlights, the extended ones.
Yeah.
Barca got punished a couple times for their high line, and there was a few more times where if Dortmund were just a bit, I reckon if they have the same exact team in a year or two's time, they would put those chances away. But
Borussia was pretty good, straight up.
yeah,
Good pen,
either
good
way,
finish as well.
yeah, I genuinely thought Barca might have an off night, but Rafinha again. He's-
Rafinha,
wow.
and honestly, that youngster on the right as well, straight out. That was
Yamal,
Yamal.
that
he's-
pass he gave to Ferran
Yeah.
Torres.
I was gonna
Wow,
say he's
bro.
wow.
Pow. I was like, Fez. That's pretty good. But
He's
I think that was the
incredible.
Champions League review. Time for the main topic of the episode, and obviously, Laith is here, the Man City fan. Obviously,
I have to be here.
you have to be.
Have to be.
On this weekend, it is the Manchester derby. Man United versus Manchester City. Manchester City are 5th now, and Manchester United, I think, are 10th in the leaderboard, in the league table. But, Laith, honestly, I'm going to let you speak about your own team here. Because
Where should
obviously
I start?
you haven't had the best season so far, and I feel like, oh sorry, my bad. United are 13th in the leaderboard,
13th.
and
Yeah.
yeah, mind the gap. But I mean, you both of you haven't been doing well this season, but I feel like you need to speak on your team because I think before the Nottingham game, you guys lost 6 times. Or you haven't had a win in 6 games.
We're struggling in general.
That was.
I'm
I'm gonna leave the floor to you.
The only difference, what you were saying earlier, is United do it consistently losing. So for them to be 13th is
Crazy.
the best position they can be currently. Okay.
That is insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Difference with City, we have had a shocker. The last, I think, 10 games. I think we've won 1 and drawn 2 or something like that.
Yeah, 1 win in your last 10 games. I think 12
Which is
goals
crazy.
scored or something like
Yeah,
that.
and conceded
Which is-
22 goals in 10 games, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I think we conceded like some 30 goals or something Premier League last season or something.
That just shows that Chelsea season, the 15 goals conceded season, will never be broken. Never. It will never be broken. And that's on business.
It just shows the injuries we've got missing. It really does. I mean,
It does, honestly. Yeah. Big
Um,
factor. Rodri gone.
The biggest problem, you can see it, that we don't have that midfield. Like, even though he's Gundogan, you can see, I don't know why Gundogan's starting, to be honest. He's shocking. Nunes, I don't know why on earth he's left mid. I don't know why he plays left wing, left mid, whatever position he plays in. Haaland has been a ghost lately. I mean, he does have his chances, but the problem is they're not giving him the ball. He's a tall,
Yeah.
what is he, 6 foot something, 6'3", 6'4".
But he makes
not putting
runs,
crosses
man.
in.
They just not. And I said this last episode. I said he's not a Pep player. He
doesn't
isn't.
fit
He
the
needs.
system.
He needs to be in a team where they just transition.
He
With-
sold the wrong
Yeah,
striker.
he's a counter-attack player.
You know, him in Liverpool or say Arsenal or something, he'd cook.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
City is not his team, man.
No.
Honestly.
Like-
Yeah.
I think Pep probably regrets selling Alvarez now. I think
Yeah,
right about
huge.
this time.
If you see him,
I mean-
what he's doing at Atletico, you can tell like they needed someone like him for that system, especially now. Like in my opinion, a big player that has gone. The downfall of Phil Foden is huge. I think
Yeah.
the way that he's not even bringing in De Bruyne, okay, but then he's giving the key to Foden, and that key is so rusty, he's not doing anything with it. He hasn't scored a goal this season yet.
He's got no creativity.
He's got no creativity. It's like him and Haaland don't know what they're doing. And there's no link between the team as well. If you look at the midfield, yeah? You're starting Gundogan.
I
Alright?
have no
Gundogan
idea
isn't
why.
the same. Gundogan isn't the same, yeah? Bernardo Silva he's getting to that age where he's not doing the best anymore as well.
He's still trying.
And then
but
there's
he's not good
times,
enough.
yeah, he's not good enough. But it's like these players now need to start realizing, like, okay, we're not doing the best. At least let's try. And it looks like they're not. Mistake after mistake after mistake, and then it goes all the way back to the defense.
Yep.
We were saying this defense was the best last year. Now they've costed them so many games. And a big person in that team
Yep.
is Carl Walker, bro.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
I
that.
can't
Yeah,
believe I can't believe this guy starts. And it's
can I
crazy because his injuries are insane.
The reason, well, when I found out Kyle Walker's been shocking was when we played Arsenal. Remember was it Oliver?
Oh my gosh.
Where he blew the whistle early and he wasn't
Yeah.
in position? He cost us 2 goals. I'm pretty sure the Calafiori goal and I don't know who scored the other one. Oh, it was
The Gabriel one.
Gabriel.
Yeah, the
He's
Gabriel
like, I've got him,
one.
I'm marking him. He did nothing.
He's doing these
Absolutely
ones.
nothing. And he's sitting there going like, oh, you should have done better. All this. It's his fault. Even if you saw today's game, Juventus, the goal that McKennie scored, Kyle Walker
Yeah,
should have been there.
he was there about 5 seconds after Kenny started.
You
McKennie
can
started
see Ruben
celebrating.
Diaz.
I was like, what are you doing?
But what do you think he's gone like bad? Do you reckon it's like a
I think his
change of
age has gotten
system
to
or
it.
is
Age,
it
yeah, he's
His age has
Age.
gone to him, yeah.
And he's been injured, so for him to come back, he's not the same.
Because
He's
I
wearing
gonna
that
be the same.
captain. He wears that captain's armband,
yeah.
and it's like the team is in turmoil. The only player from that defense line, and I don't care what anyone says, it's not even Gavadio, it's Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz
He-
is honestly, even against that Crystal Palace game, he put his whole body on the
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
saved them at least 2-3 goals as well.
Easy, well, at least 2-3 goals.
Go.
With Walker, I will say, I don't think he's ever been a good defender. I think he's just had pace to bail him out.
No, I think no.
I don't
That's
think
a
he's
bit.
ever
No, no.
been
That's
a
a
really
bit forced.
good
That's
guy.
so
I've seen-
forced.
I've
I
No,
think
no.
he's been consistently one of Pep's best players.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing he's getting
Downfall.
Yes, because now that every team is going through his side, so if he's constantly getting pressured, obviously he's gonna get caught out.
Yeah, but
the
then-
thing with Pep is too like he's never gonna drop these players. Kyle Walker is not gonna drop.
Because he doesn't have
No,
someone to
but-
replace him. He's got
but the
Akanji
thing
and
is-
Ake injured.
Yeah, Akanji and Ake. I think
And-
Akanji is a big
And
miss. I think
Rico Lewis as well. No, even
But
him.
the
I
thing
like,
is-
I like Rico. I
You
think
guys
he's
are
alright.
saying-
I think he should start.
You guys are saying it's not like he's been a good defender. When a defender gets older, they're supposed to get better. The only thing they
intelligent
lose
ones,
is
yes,
pace,
intelligent.
but
Then
their
cover up
intelligence
on
should be able to bail them out.
Yeah,
Thiago
yeah.
Silva was still playing at 40 years old at centre back against Haaland, Nunes,
Thiago
Salah. I don't know
Silva.
what. Like he didn't have pace.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
but-
saying I don't think
His
Walker's ever
intelligence.
been. I don't think Walker's ever been technically a good defender.
George,
Like,
you're comparing
in
a
terms of
centre back
tackling.
to a right back. To be honest, like it's a whole different position, in my
Ball
opinion.
Yeah.
Because
But
he's constantly
okay,
going to
what
be
about
one-on-one.
Carvajal?
thing is, but the
Carvajal.
thing, okay, so the difference between Carvajal and Kyle Walker is that Carvajal, he depends on his mind.
Intelligence,
Right?
yeah.
Intelligence. He's very intelligent on the pitch. And I'll be honest, he's a rat. He plays like a rat.
Yeah,
Like,
that's very
he
true.
He tackles like a rat. He
Well, that's
dives
what I'm
like
saying.
a rat, everything.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You're proving
That's
my
what you
point.
need.
Kyle Walker, he just had pace. I think now we've seen that decrease.
Yeah,
We don't.
he's
see
getting
him
more
as
exposed.
good as
I
before,
don't
you
know.
know.
I think he's been consistently one of Pep's best players, and he's always gone out to it. I think now it's that they're seeing that there's more touchline wingers, so it's obviously going to be one-on-one, but there's always different type of wingers where you got that directness, or the ones where they love to take them on and whatever. I think Kyle Walker is now, he's out of the system. I think he can't play Pep's system, whether he inverts them or he jumps them into the midfield or he
He
does
cannot
that
play
overlap.
inverted.
He
There's no
can't,
way
he
he can
can't,
play
he can't.
inverted.
But
No
Can I
way.
throw
think-
something in there?
Yeah, of course. Go for it. It's your team.
Rodri, think about it this way: the defenders, right?
Mm.
If Rodri was in that midfield, there will be less mistakes from our defense.
Yeah, 100%.
There's so much more less. Kyle Walker wouldn't be this shocking. He'll still be bad, but probably not as bad as everyone
But
assumed.
it's, I don't know how
Um,
one man can influence one team, and people
'Cause
are
it's-
saying Vinny should win the Ballon d'Or.
Because he literally, everyone saw it. 4 seasons he's been
Has nothing to
playing.
do with it, bro.
4 seasons he's been playing. He's been that rock in that midfield.
He's been honestly like,
First touch, passing. I saw him in person. He was crazy in person.
oh yeah, he went to just for context, he went to England and saw City play. And what was
Yeah.
the game?
With Sheffield, he scored a goal that game.
Oh, there you go. See,
He scored a goal that game. He was man of the match performance.
that's very class. But
Yeah.
I think as well, like for an example, the Mateus Nunes idea is just it's not working. I think you know what has been a slight thing when Pep does it is when he puts Grealish as a 10. He picks up the ball. He's like that Grealish at Aston Villa. That's how Grealish was. He was the 10, picks up the ball, creates chance because there's no creativity. If you're gonna play Bernardo Silva, he's not creative anymore. Honestly, he's not. He's dropping in. He's trying to pick up the ball. He's trying to help Gundogan. Gundogan's not doing good. Haaland's not doing good. Even Savinho. Savinho is 0-17, 0-18.
But
He
why-
had a good. He had a good.
Why,
first
why, do
two
you
or three-
think, why do you think he's like that? Oh,
I think he's
17.
adapting to the.
Because
He's adapting to the league, the system as well, and he's not getting game time. If he's constantly not starting
Yeah.
ahead of Bernardo Silva, you need those wingers to get you something. Like
Yeah.
for the Arsenal game, what he did to Calafiori to give Haaland's goal, that's what you need in a player. For he doesn't start Doku, he starts Foden, it doesn't work. And another player who I think that they need to start, but I get it, he's kind of out of his age. They need to start De Bruyne. They have
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
Without
yeah.
him, Haaland's not going to get these chances. But
Yeah.
I think also Pep is in a bit of a turmoil. You can see he's losing it. My brother's scratching his nose. He's cutting
Yeah.
himself.
I feel
Like,
like,
I don't
you
know
know
how.
what? I feel like Pep is very like he hasn't proved himself under pressure. In Barca, when he was pressured against Mourinho, he left. In Bayern, when he was pressured by his own like fans and him not winning Champions League for Bayern, he left. This is a big test for him. If he somehow gets out of it, I think it's one of his biggest achievements ever.
But he has been
Yeah.
a bit. I'm gonna big up Arsenal here. But the last 2 seasons, he's been tested by that Arsenal side. Remember that first season they had when they first got. It's just I think they were like 50 points in like December. Like that was crazy. And then they obviously Arsenal bottled the second half of the season. Even last year, Liverpool were doing good, Arsenal were doing good, and then City came back as well. It's the mentality. I think Pep, he will get it.
Yeah.
I think he needs to do something in this window. Maybe get
We need a CDM.
I can't say get Zubamendi because when Rodri comes back, Zubamendi, is he gonna start with Rodri? We
Yeah.
don't know.
You need to
No,
get someone who's
Zubamendi-
happy playing second
Yeah.
fiddle.
Second fiddle, but that's
Yeah,
why Kovacic was there, but he's injured.
To be honest, the thing is with Pep as well,
I think they need
Like,
to get a striker as well.
the tests he's had in the past 2 years, they're not as big as the tests he used to have against Klopp.
Yeah,
He's already proved himself, like in terms of title races. I think if he does it this year, it just adds a different
cement him.
Oh, yeah.
level
Cement him,
of
he'll
like
cement,
his
yeah.
greatness, which is like you're in this shocking run of form. You've never
Yeah.
had it before in your career. Are you able to like somehow turn it around? Just do something that you've never done before that catches everybody off like by surprise.
Yeah, by surprise. Yeah.
We're saying, why isn't Bernardo Silva creative enough? Why isn't Foden creative enough? When Foden first came in the league, people were saying this guy is like the most creative
gonna
player in
be
the
the
Premier League,
best.
full stop.
Yeah, he will be
They're
one
like,
of the
he
greatest.
had
when
5-star
they'll come out,
skills,
yeah.
I don't know what. This guy was dancing on the field. He did not
Yeah.
care. Kind of like
He was
what
a Spanish
Palmer is now.
Englishman.
He was-
But I think one negative of Pep, his coaching, is that he coaches the individuality out of a player so they can play in a team.
and the system.
And when he goes too far, and now that he's stuck, he has no flair players left because he's coached out of them.
Yeah.
So
Everyone.
Nah, I hear what you mean.
I don't
But-
know how he's going to find the way out of it.
I don't know how he's gonna find a way, but
The
yes, go.
only positive thing I will take with this is we could have been 20 points behind in the ladder right now. So far, I think we're only 8 or 9 points behind Liverpool. We're only like 4 points behind Chelsea or something like that. So it's not something crazy. Like we can go in a like a form, very good form from now till next year or something. Because you know how City can do it if they can pick up their games. If we can do that, there's still chance for us to win the Premier League. Obviously, it's going to be so much more difficult if you're playing in that high quality team. You got to have the best players, best mentality, best coach, everything. Like you can't slack off. If you want to win that Premier League, you can't slack off. You can't have Kyle Walker slipping up, Edison dropping the ball, Rico Lewis not strong enough, no creativity in the middle, and Haaland missing easy chances, to be honest, for a striker.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do. And maybe Pep might do it if he and if he wins, maybe he changes something against Manchester United. Obviously, we spent a bit of time on Man City, but now we can move on to the other side of Manchester. Obviously, Barney has been waiting to talk about Man United this whole time, but I'm gonna say a little bit of something before we move on because Barney is more he's gonna talk about the more negative side, but I think I feel a little bit like of a non-biased side. I think with United, it's hard for Ruben Amorim, who has come in, and I actually like Amorim. That's how they call him. But I like him as a manager. He's giving me that Mourinho vibes where he's the root, like he stick to his ideology, and obviously in press conferences he says, "I don't care if we win games as long as there is a identity, then." Like I'm happy with it, but then if they learn the identity, then we can start winning games. Obviously, there's been some performances when he first came in, the Everton game, the 4-0, and I think in the cup as well, and against the team in the Europa League. But obviously, there's other games where I don't blame Almiron, I blame the players, and I feel bad for this coach because now he sees that he's gonna struggle, he's gonna cop the criticism. Because of the players that the previous coach, which thank everything that he's gone because he's ruined that club for the last 2-3 seasons. He's ruined the club. No matter what trophies you have won, it doesn't mean you should be happy about it. Your club hasn't been in turmoil for 2 seasons. This is what United fans need to think. They need to stop thinking about the whole Ten Hag. He should have stayed. Signing that contract extension after the FA Cup was, I think, one of the worst ideas. He's won the FA Cup, get rid of him. You still don't have an identity. And I think I'm actually very excited for this Amorim team because it's actually a pretty good team. Even against Arsenal. Arsenal, they were playing well, honestly. I think the first half they were playing very well until Arsenal kind of picked up the momentum and they scored from their set pieces. But at the same time, but I'm not really upset. I'm not really annoyed at United or hating on them. I think they have some good players. Obviously, once we get into our next section, but there's some players that are very very good. Ahmad has been so so good for them. And they got players like Lenny Euro and Kobe Mainu. Even Bruno's kind of picked up his pace, but I think a big problem for them, I don't think either Højlund or Xerxes is good enough. I think Rashford is not good enough. I think Ugarte, he's okay, but he's not that kind of profile that I think they need. Kobe doesn't have the legs for a 6 in the Amorim system. Even some United fans play him as a 10, but I feel like he's a better centre mid than he will be as a 10. And then obviously you've got De Ligt, Lisandro Martinez, and Lenny Euro. They're not bad as well. Like, I actually don't mind De Ligt, good on the ball. Lisandro's okay. I still don't understand why they call him the butcher. He's not butcher, man.
I think Ugarte is gonna do well. He's already played for him. He's already played for him,
he
so he knows his strengths and
he's an
weaknesses.
Amorim player.
Like, Ugarte is
think
gonna
even,
probably
like-
be playing 90% of the games. If Mainu doesn't have the legs, then he's finished as a Premier League player. Because
If you're
you
letting
can't-
Eriksen
you
and
can't be
Casemiro
that
start over
young.
yous,
you can't be
Yeah.
that young and not be able to run around for 90 minutes. Like, obviously,
swear.
none of us can, but none of us are Premier League professionals. Like,
yeah.
Exactly.
he should be
But
able
as-
to
like
start
West End,
every
yeah.
single game. Like, he just has to.
And I feel like as well, like, I think their best player, and I think their best players, or their best, like, Onana has been amazing. And I think their best signing, and probably signing of the season, Mazraoui has been so good for them. It's been so
But-
good for them.
But
But
even
I
for
feel like-
him,
Yeah, like
he
15
gets
million,
dropped.
not bad. Yeah, because they're starting Dallo and they're playing Ahmad as a right back. Like that's what I mean. The back three thing is limiting some of their players. But I mean, I'm a little bit. I have hope for Amorim, but they're not that. They haven't done well. 13th in the leaderboard is a bit hard. Some United fans thinking they were going to be above us, and look at us now and look at where they are. So I'm more than happy to say, like, Barney, you can go put all your hate on them, but I am giving a little bit of prop, and I'm going to give Amorim some time. I feel like he's going to see. He's going to. I think, you know what? He's going to hold the biggest record of having the most changes for a squad to see what is the best, to fit what is in team. This is right now the period where he needs to see who he wants. Obviously, they probably need a new 10, a proper striker,
they
probably
need
a
a
proper left
star
back.
player.
Yeah, they need that big boy player, and I think, for an example, Gyökeres is a very good striker that they need to grab, or a good 10. I mean, go back to Sporting, maybe go grab like Pedro Goncalves. Buy these
They
players.
can't spend again. They can't spend again.
Well, they have to get rid, in my opinion.
No,
they
no,
have to
but-
get rid.
They have to get rid of players.
I
have to
think
get
even
rid.
if they get rid, players won't be going for enough for them to make it back for FFP.
But you can make you
There's
can
no
get
way.
the player. Yeah, but if you're thinking about, it's not even just FFP. They can get rid of the players. They can get even cheaper players. They have to at this point. Their squad is actually
Nah.
not good enough.
Yeah.
No matter
'Cause
who
here's the
coaches
thing,
them.
But if they spend in January, that's going to screw them over in the winter, in the off season, because their FFP just are going to get tighter and tighter. Like, you can't just go out and spend. They've bought Højlund. What was it at the start of? Was it start of last season or the middle of last
He
season?
got injured.
Start of last
He
Yeah,
was
but even if he
injured.
got injured, that FFP doesn't care if somebody got injured or not. They spent what 80, 90 million on him, something like that.
You're thinking about the political side. I'm looking at the team side. You
Yeah,
gotta,
I know, but you
gotta
can't
build the
improve
squad. That's what I'm
you
saying.
can't improve the team if you can't go
Look at
within
us.
the rules. They're gonna get punished.
Look at us.
Yeah, but us is different. We got rid of our entire squad.
Loopholed.
We had
That's
we
what
had
I'm
two
saying. He
players.
can do the same thing.
Nah, he can't.
can do the same.
He can't. Who's gonna buy those players? Tell me right now
I'll
one club
tell
in
you.
Europe that would buy a single United player based on their current form.
I reckon a team would buy Rashford. I reckon
way.
they should.
No way.
I
not
reckon
his
they should
attitude.
make.
Premier League
Not
side
with his
would do that.
attitude.
I think they'll buy
No,
him. I
man.
think they'll make Anthony a kit man. Okay, because that guy should not touch a football ever again.
Yeah, so no one's gonna buy Anthony.
100 million for Anthony, by the
Casemiro is
way.
going straight to Saudi. Eriksen straight to Saudi. These players they can ship them off, get money from Saudi. Are you serious?
100%.
Yeah.
Some
Saudi-
football
yeah,
manager
yeah,
thing,
easy
bro.
money.
But Saudi
Yeah, they
won't
will.
pay
They
50,
would.
60,
They would.
70 mil.
They would. You're
would.
underestimating the Saudi league.
70 mil
but
for
they
Casemiro.
would.
They're not that stupid.
Nah, relax. They can get 20 mil, 10 mil out
20,
of it.
30 mil or something.
Yeah, I swear.
No way. man.
United have a problem with their core. There's some players in there that shouldn't be there. And it comes down from the bias of the manager. I'm going to say something that United fans are going to hate, but I do not care. Bruno Fernandes needs to go.
No.
He is not a captain. He's not
Oh,
a
no,
worthy
he's not a
captain.
captain. He's
I
not a
promise
captain.
you.
But he
I
definitely
promise
should
you.
stay. Like, don't sell
He
it.
is not a leader. I see him on the pitch. He cries every 2 seconds.
Cries,
I've never seen a
complains.
captain do that in my life. I've not watched the team after I've watched Madrid this season is United. I've never seen a captain do that in my life. A captain, you have to stay strong, stay a leader. You're sitting there crying because this guy tackled you. Come on, man. Instead, go and tackle him. Give him 5 times the tackle.
But I think he's been doing well since Amorim has
I
came.
don't know,
maybe
man.
maybe the captain thing, I understand, I see it, but
Yeah.
I think he's been doing all right. He's had like, I think he's had five GA since
He's
like a
picked
5
up his
GA
game,
since
though. Yeah,
since
yeah.
Amorim has came in the squad. I feel like
But-
I understand. Maybe the captaincy thing is there, but he's obviously gonna be there. In my opinion, for maybe Amorim's system, I think they should start Maguire, have De Ligt, Lissandra, and have what's it called? Have Maguire the captain, or even like.
They have
Nah,
so
no
many
way.
youth players.
Nah.
They have so many
If-
youth
Wire
players.
captain.
You can't
Yeah,
go back
he was
to
before.
someone that you took the captaincy off.
Yeah, you can't.
That's
You
true,
can't do
but
that.
like from Barney's perspective, that's what he wants. But I think Bruno has been
No,
a
you need to bring in a captain. You need to bring in
Yeah.
someone who's a leader.
they make one.
There has to be someone who fits United's identity. They need to find the sporting director. He recently just left. You find a new
That's
sporting
crazy.
director.
5 months and he did.
They
I
sacked
know
him.
because
No, he left.
he left.
He full left.
Oh, did he leave? I thought they sacked
Yeah,
him.
he left.
He
No,
left,
no,
he
he left.
because he knows the club is in shambles, bro. The
They're
club's in
clearing up the club.
Rashford
There's too
should be
much to
gone
work
by
on,
now.
to be honest.
Rashford
Yeah.
should be gone. Luke
Yep.
Shaw, what is he doing? What is Luke Shaw doing?
He's
He's
played
just getting
15
injured all
games.
the time.
He's getting a
yeah.
paycheck, that's all.
100
Yeah, I
million?
swear.
100 million for Anthony, please. Vinicius cost 40 million.
Yeah.
80 mil. It was 80. Anthony was 80 mil.
Like, but still, 80 mil is crazy to me.
Yeah, crazy too. Also.
20 million add-ons, bro. With
Yeah.
all the
80 mil
goals
for a
and assists.
fidget spinner, he's just spinning like this, bro. Come on. Come on.
I think United's in turmoil, man.
Also, Zaya, I like something you really, really said. Eric Ten Hag was a big, big mistake. And
Yeah.
keeping him in for that long, oh my gosh. Every
was
time
terrible.
He only
I
stayed
watched
because
them,
of the pay cut.
My eyes, like, I need to bleach them, I promise.
Yeah, no,
Like,
no, I
was
swear.
that disgusting.
So
United,
bad.
disgusting. Everything was wrong about them. The way they
They-
played. Even that, I watched a 3-0 win against Southampton. They played like crap.
Mm.
Southampton should have won, to be honest. I don't know how United won. But, like,
He
when
missed
They
the
he
need-
penalty,
left,
I think.
who, Southampton? I think
Southampton missed the
You're
penalty.
right.
They were 1-0
Yeah.
down.
Onana, I think Onana
I-
saved it.
I had
Yeah, yeah,
Archer
you're right,
on
you're
what's
right.
it called?
I
Nah, he
remember,
missed
I
it
remember.
completely, bro. He's so
I had
annoying.
Archer in my FPL as well.
Yeah, he got minus.
But I think, and I hope, to be honest, because I do want to see United do good. I want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see United back in the top, right?
As a non-biased fan,
Non-biased.
Like,
You have to
I'd
see
like to
United
see it.
do
Yeah,
well.
because it's nice to
Nah, I
have
don't wanna see
competition.
it.
I
Nah.
hope,
Okay,
I
you're
think they're
you're
fine down there.
hater.
They can stay there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I hope
Very
everyone
nice
goes
gap.
good with them, to be honest.
It's
Class
good.
guy.
Their
Genuinely
egos are
Premier
getting in
League
check
titles.
now. Keeping their
You know
egos
what?
in
If
check
I was
now.
petty, after the criticism we got for 2 seasons,
Yeah, yeah.
I would be ripping into United fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I'll let it happen. Let them get sad after being 13. So it's not fun having double digits in the leaderboard, is it? But I think in my opinion, it's in turmoil. I think it'll be all right. Better later in the future.
I feel
I have
it
a
comes with the
question.
board as well. The board is a problem as well. They need to fix up that whole thing. Did you see what Ronaldo said in an interview once with Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I've seen it.
nothing has changed since 10, 15 years ago. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
How does Leicester City have better football facilities than you? Leicester
Yeah.
City, that's one Premier League. Come on.
That's crazy.
It's
I have
crazy.
a question for all of you. It's probably stupid, but at the end of the day, still a question. Do you think at the end of the year, United could finish above City?
No.
No.
Really?
I think City have the mentality to stay where they are.
Yeah.
But I don't think United have the players. Think about it. City have the players and they have Pep.
But
They
I
don't
feel
have the
like
capacity.
City don't have Rodri for the rest of the year.
No, Rodri's back to like.
A bit of
And
training.
working
That's
out,
I hear
right.
what you mean. He's
So, but
actually
they're
doing
saying-
voodoo
They're saying
to
he
try
should
and
be
get back in this way.
to, like playing again in January or
That's
beginning of
the,
February.
that's the 131st charge. If he's playing in January after doing his ACL, but that's an
voodoo.
investigation by itself.
Fair enough.
There is no way you can do your ACL and play 5 months later.
Come back. And if he
No
comes
way.
back and be's the same, Yeah, that's another charge. Straight
Yeah,
out. I don't know what
nah,
they're doing.
That's
If he
130
was the
keeps
winner
adding
plays
in the
well.
Premier League,
It wins the next
man.
Ballon d'Or. I'll be like, okay, hands up. I'll be like, that's finished.
where's Yaya Toure?
Oh man, but I think from the game, I think in the game's perspective, I think in my opinion it would be a very boring game. Is it at Old
Etihad.
Trafford?
It's at Etihad.
Is that at
No,
Etihad?
it's Etihad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think it's gonna be a boring game. Every time I've watched City, it's not been the best. No
I think
Rico
it'll be
Lewis
fun.
as well.
Or Rico Lewis, I don't know. Could they?
No, you can't.
Like,
no.
They
Oh,
can't
they do
no,
that
no,
silly,
you-
they do
it's,
that
uh,
sleeper thing.
It's a straight red, so
Yeah.
indirect red. So he's one game.
Yeah.
One
I think,
game.
yeah.
One
I
game,
think
yeah.
it was second yellow. Second yellow.
Yeah, it was
anyway.
second
Yeah,
yellow,
second yellow.
but he
Yeah.
misses
So-
it
No,
regardless.
no,
You can't appeal.
Oh yeah, second yellow. That's it.
Yeah.
I think from what I've seen from both United and City, there's going to be a lot of holding onto the ball. Obviously now, what's it called? United have adapted that whole possession style, moving
one-
forward system. So
One thing, it is a Manchester derby, so
it will be.
regardless of
There should be moments. There will be good moments.
There will be moments. It could be City comes out and becomes the best team
Best
ever
team
that
again,
game.
yeah, like how they
Or
played last
United
season.
could come out like they played against us in FA Cup final
Oh my gosh,
and beat us.
it can go
Garnacho
anyway.
turns into prime Ronaldo.
It's either going to be 0-0 and it was the most rubbish game of football, or it's going to be like 2-1 with like amazing goals.
All right,
Something.
guys. Zayas jinxed it. It's finishing 5-5. Get your bets in.
I'm gonna put my multi in.
Trust me, get your bets in.
Before we move on to the next section, I want to ask what you guys think the score is going to be. So I'm going to start off with Barney. What do you think?
I have a feeling it's 2-1 United. I feel like
Oh,
United
wow.
will win. I have a feeling United have City's number. I don't know why.
Look at Lath. He's like, okay, I see.
I
He's
have
gonna
a
message
feeling.
he's gonna message on the group chat after. Say it again.
One.
Sorry, like
What about you,
Fair
George?
enough.
Man, I'm either gonna get cooked or hopefully it comes like somewhere close. I said 3-3. I said 3-3.
He thinks there's gonna be goals.
I'm
There's gonna be
telling you,
goals in this game.
both teams can't defend. Both teams have nothing to lose because they're so trash this year. You just go all out, see what happens. Have a go, bro.
No,
3-3.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna
Watch.
leave you last, Lath. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw. I think Rashford will score, and I think Foden will score. It's just a
Yeah,
game that they look like they're gonna score. You know what I mean? No, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, why not? It's a game that he will score in. He scored last year.
My prediction,
What about you, Lath?
I reckon. I've got a feeling as well. Like, it's one of that, when you know your team's gonna come out and play strong. I think it's gonna be a 4-1 City. 4-1 City. 4-1 City. Okay.
okay.
What's gonna happen is if Pep plans his team right and he's starting players, everything. If he doesn't start Gundogan and TDM, and I think Kovacic is back as well, which will be very good for
Oh,
us.
that's good. That's very good.
Yeah.
That's a big boost.
And if Nunes doesn't play left wing, and he can keep Grealish in that number 10 role, it'll be very good for us.
Yeah.
You start Ruben Diaz, Gvardiol, push him back to left back, because I don't know what Rico Lewis was doing these last two.
I mean, he
three
can't
games.
play.
Vibes.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying I want him in that left back position. I'm pretty sure we should have other players there because Akanji and Ake are injured.
But
If he sets that formation right and brings other players and they're hungry for it, if De Bruyne is playing,
have to
Haaland's
be.
playing,
It has to be. There should be a turnaround in this team, bro. You
Yeah,
can't go
they
from
have-
losing in the Champions League. You think, you know what? Let's beat 13th place United. Let us beat us while we're in the top 5.
exactly.
Like
And
you can't,
it's,
bro.
it's a Manchester derby, and regardless of anything, if we're in a winning form or a losing form, the players will be hungry to go out there and score some goals,
Yeah.
win the game at the end of the day. So that's why I'm saying 4-1.
All right, so 4-1 from Nath. Georgie said 3-3 draw.
3-3.
It's absolute criminal. I said 1-1,
cricket
and Barney
score.
said 2-1 to United. Okay.
You're all gonna be
speaking of-
holding that when it finishes 3-3. Watch.
Yeah, so one of us is gonna be holding something straight up. But either a loss or we're gonna get jabs from every United fan if they win. But
I'm not. I could
Yeah,
be,
you're
but
not.
I'm not.
yeah,
Barney's
yeah.
safe, man.
I'm very
Barney,
good.
Barney thought about the other side. After
Barney.
absolutely roasting every player
Yeah.
and every team, he's like, I'm still gonna
He's
think
like,
they're
yeah,
gonna
I'm
win.
going for United.
Let me even that out. Let me
Bruno
even that out. Let me
Fernandes
give
was
him
Let
a
me,
win.
let me. Yeah, it's like a balance. I was like, fair.
Bro,
Um,
they cooked
but-
me, so I need to cook them.
yeah, you have to, have to,
Yeah.
have to. In the comments, you're gonna get cooked
Yeah,
if you guys are doing. But moving on, we talked about the players, we talked about the club. Now let's think who we think should be in a combined starting 11, Manchester City and Manchester United. So we've wrote down our teams, and how we're gonna do this is we're all gonna say a player, and whoever the majority is, we'll put into the last squad. Okay, and obviously we're gonna be at the end of the video. We're gonna have the final squad said. And yeah, if you can state your case on a certain player and convince other people, then fair enough. Then we can change it and obviously go. But obviously we want to try and get everyone. We want to move a clean slate. I heard Barney has a lot of United players, so I'm not 100% sure of what he added, but we shall see. So you guys wrote your teams down?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So obviously we're gonna start in goal, and I'm gonna start with you, Barney. Who have you put in goal?
Our Edison.
Okay, so we got one for Edison. George?
Alright, Onana.
Okay, one for Onana. And I'm guessing Leif, you picked.
Look, I would pick Edison, and I honestly would, but every time we play United, Onana's been crazy. So I'm gonna go Onana on this.
Yeah, I'm going Onana as well. If you compare Onana's stats to Edison's stats, he's had more clean sheets. He's had 6 clean sheets, a save percentage of 70%, and he's practically been United's best player as a goalkeeper. It's crazy, but their best player, like on the pitch. And apart from that, the Nottingham game, where it's the shades of the old Onana, he's just been very good for them. And I feel bad for him in that system because they constantly give the ball back to him, and he has to hit it long. But I think facing shot in front of goal, he's been very good. He's kept in so many games. So obviously majority is Onana. But why did you have Edison in goal, Barney?
Honestly, I think both keepers are frauds.
Okay.
I've just watched Edison for Brazil, and I just picked Edison to be honest. Like, he's decent.
So
not
you went
too
for
bad.
vibes.
But I do prefer someone like Allison over both of them because he's a goal stopper, you know. These guys play with their feet. I don't know, like I just vibes, you know, Edison.
Okay. So we
both,
have
both mid for me.
we have Onana in goal. Okay. Now this is where it got interesting. For right back, I'm gonna start off, and I'm gonna say for right back I put Rico Lewis. I think Rico Lewis has been the more positive player for Pep, and he's actually the most used youngster, like the most minutes under Pep as a youngster. Like from all the teams he's ever coached, he's been the most used player, the most minutes as a youngster for Pep Guardiola. I think he doesn't put a foot wrong. I think he's very, very smart, intelligent. Even he scored against Crystal Palace to bring him back, even though he got a red card. But I think every time he's on the pitch, he's versatile. He plays right back. He plays in that DM role. He played on the right against Liverpool. I can't remember which team he played against on the right side. And I think he's been very good for them. So, and like it was either between Carl Walker or like Dallo. And I put a different player on the. My defense is pretty weird, so that's why I put I put Rico Lewis in. What about you, Leith?
I'm going for Dalla, second United player. Again, because these players, they stand out in these games against us. Like, they could have a shocker one game week, and going off the last couple games I've seen Dallo play against us, he's been so good, so strong on the ball, so fast, so consistent with passing and crossing. That's the reason I go for him. Rico Lewis, I would have gone for him, but he's weak. I still think he needs more time for me to be like, okay, he deserves to be a starting right back for City.
And I feel like with Dallo, he's been playing. He was better last year, but I think this year he's playing on that left back side. Another player that obviously we'll bring up later, hopefully, if he's in that starting 11. Amad Diallo has been playing that right back side. I mean, he's been so good for them, and I think he should be a starter for that team. But I think Dallo was better last season than he is this season. I think another player that we'll say later, he should be better than him. But I wrote Rico, so we got one Rico, one Dallo. George.
You got your second Dallo here. I think he's been one of the most informed United players this year, by far.
Okay, no, fair enough. We got two Dallo, one Rico, and Barney.
Have I stuffed up?
Bro,
What'd you do?
You're gonna pick
I
like
put on Mazraoui.
No. It's
can
not
put
I
Mazraoui.
forgot about Mazraoui,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
That's
I feel
crazy. You can't forget it.
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean,
he's
I
been
can
United's
because I
best player
did.
this
But
season.
like,
No, I genuinely think he's been United's best player this season. He's been reliable, going up and defensively. Like, genuinely, I just put Mazraoui on the right back position.
Well, by default, Dallo wins.
I
Which
have
is fair
Dalot on my
enough.
team, by the way, but in a different position.
See, the weird thing is, I'm not gonna even go to the centre backs. I'm gonna go to the left back. I put Mazraoui as a left back.
I put Dalot as a left back.
Okay, so that means what we'll do is the Dallo for right back is gone. So now you have Mazraoui as a left back. So we're playing as me and you, we got combined. We do
Okay,
combination.
we got Mazraoui.
We got Mazraoui as left back. That's what I did. I had to fit him in because I wanted
Yeah,
Rico
yeah.
Lewis in, but I had to fit him in. I think
Well,
he's been
me-
better for United.
me and Lane can cook you guys here if we have the same exact player that we're thinking of.
Okay.
So who's your
George,
left
you
back?
Say it. You say it. I'll see if you got it.
My left back is Ake.
Ooh.
I hear it. I
I,
hear it.
I agree. He's very good, but
We got the dub.
I think I messed up with my centre backs.
No, no.
That's why.
G-
This team is.
Gavadio is crazy in the left
See, I
back.
put him in centre back.
He's been.
I put him at centre back as well.
I
put him at centre back as well.
There's another centre back who we all know is good. That he's been injured lately.
No, I
John
know.
Stones. That's my.
Boys, I don't have any
Reece.
injured players, by the way. So Rodri's not in my team.
This is where we will
who's
move
left
on
back?
soon.
Rodri.
I think we'll move on. So for left back, we'll go
Mazraoui,
with
who's a right back.
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui.
No,
Right-
don't say
right
he's a
back-
right back. He can play left back.
Yeah, but
Right
he's
back
not
is Dalot.
like. That's
My-
not his original position.
Alright, Dalot right back, Mazraoui left back.
Left back. I'm happy with Mazraoui left back.
So far, this is a United team.
One
But
centre
for
back.
okay, first centre back, who we having? I'm gonna put my right centre back. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, I think it should be unanimous. I put Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
agreed.
Yes.
I agree.
I think
I
Diaz.
agree
I think
with
he's
yes.
the best player. He's been one of the best centre backs, and I'll be honest with you. He's got my eyes set as a Chelsea. I would love him at Chelsea, but straight up,
It's too late.
it's too late. But I feel it.
Too
Like when
late,
the
yeah.
charges come, he's gonna be into the transfer list. I think we just we grab him, we
he's going
snatch
to
him, put him on the
another
Chelsea.
league.
He's gonna wear the
He's not
number
staying in the
6.
Premier League. Imagine winning all Premier League titles with City
It
and then
does
joining
not matter.
another team.
You know, if
he's
you
not, he's
win,
going
if
to
you
Madrid
win,
or Barca.
if you win, no, he's coming straight to Chelsea. If you win the charges, that's another 10 charges straight out. To be honest with you, if you win the court case, that's another
We
10
have
charges.
Winfrey giving out free charges.
Left centre back. This is where I put Gravadio straight up.
Yeah.
This is
even
where I
me.
put Gravadio.
Or if you guys put Guardio, there's, unless he gets the same one as mine.
He's gonna say Lisandro Martinez.
I
Watch.
put
Yeah.
Delete.
Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Stop,
Get
stop,
out
stop,
of
stop,
here.
stop, stop.
Get out of here.
Stop, stop, stop.
Defender, bro.
my,
I'm not even
I
joking.
said John Stones.
Yeah, but he's too injured
Hey, get
for
out of
me,
here as well.
like,
Don't
shit.
come at me
No,
and
no.
say it.
Man,
Don't
get-
come at me and say it, man.
Get out of here, man.
You guys put Guardio. He hasn't played. For
He's
Pep
played
as a
centre back. No, he's
yeah,
played
but
centre
he's only
back.
played like 5% of his games.
Because Ake,
as a
when
centre
Ake
back.
is not there, he doesn't play. Like when Ake is there, he plays centre back. Gravadio. Ake's a
No,
better
no.
left back than he is. Listen, the one thing about Gravadio, I understand. His goal's crazy. He shoots like a freaking winger.
Yeah, I know.
But his defensive errors actually don't make up for his attacking. He's given City so many errors leading to goal. This is why I say, as a centre back, he doesn't have to do that too much stuff on the left back side. But I understand why you play him because he's played left back a lot. But I had to put him centre back to fit in other players.
Yeah.
For me, the reason I chose John Stones is because John Stones been there, done that.
Yeah.
Okay, he's been there. He's saved us. He scored goals. He's won leagues with us. He's won Champions Leagues with us. He's very good on the ball. He's very good at passing the ball.
It was the best
He
player
can play
that.
midfield.
I think he was man of the match in the Champions League final that you guys won.
No, it was. I think it was Rodri. He didn't get player of the. What do you call it? Player of the match. He
I
got player
don't
of
know.
the
It was
tournament.
either Stones or Rodri, but I know Stones had stat where he completed 6 dribbles in the Champions League final.
Yeah, but if you see the dribbles, it's just like me
It was like the
walking around you.
but it was class, which was fair
Yeah,
enough. But
fair enough.
so far, what we got from the defense, we got Onana in goal, Della at right back, Diaz at right centre back, Gvardiol left centre back, Mazraoui at left back. We've completely set aside Barney's delete option.
Yeah.
Okay, because no one's there. But honestly, I think in the future, I think Lenny Euro will be in this conversation. I think he will be very, very good. I think he's got a very high ceiling, especially when he came on against, I think it was against Arsenal. I think he was very, very good. It showed he's got these like his hyper extending legs where he will just get into attack or intercept well. But I think he just needs to get into it more. But that's on me for Lenny Euro. But move on to the midfield, and we're gonna start with the DM role or the 6th role, and I do not care. This
We all
is,
know who
by
it
the
is.
way, I put this. I based my team of recency, obviously, and a bit of overall. But this guy is the only exception where recency doesn't count, because you can see recently he has been needed in that team, and if anyone doesn't have the Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, you guys are
Not Vinicius.
absolutely like finished as a podcast talker, as a man that knows football. You have to have the man that is literally the jigsaw puzzle, the missing piece of that
100%.
City team. You have to. I want to know who the hell you have over him. Because if I hear
It's
that,
Casemiro, bro.
if I hear that
No, it's not
Uruguayan, that Brazilian, the Denmark Donny, I do not want to ever see you back on this call. Who
I
do you
didn't put
have?
any of them.
Change it
I
real
put
quick.
Kobe Minor.
My guy's struggling with fitness. How is he gonna do
Can
it?
I tell you something? Can I genuinely tell you something? I can't put Rodri in. I literally can't put Rodri in because he's injured. Who am I going to put in?
So,
Who am I going to put in? Casemiro
Pretty
is bad.
sure
Sir?
an injured
Eriksen
Rodri
bad.
is better than all of them.
Gundogan is bad. I'm looking
he's
at
an
the
exception.
Team. I'm
He's an
looking at this-
exception.
No, there's no exception. It's
There
who's
is an
playing.
exception for a
It's
man that won the
who's
Ballon d'Or.
playing- No, I don't give a crap. It's who's playing on, what day is it? Sunday morning, Monday morning, whenever it is.
That's on you. That's you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Is Rodri playing?
Even if
Starting excited.
even if he loses a leg, he's better than all those midfielders. How
No,
about
he's
that?
not. No, he's not. No, he's
Oh,
not. It's who's
my gosh.
playing.
he has a trophy that literally says he's better than him.
Why
Listen,
didn't you play John
listen.
Stones? Why didn't
Here's
you
the thing,
put
yeah?
John Stones?
I didn't put John Stones.
The way
This
the
man.
way I did it was, if I had to make a starting 11 based on the squads this year from those two teams, that's what I did on. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
picked.
You
that's
have
how
to
I
have
went off.
Rodri.
Because
You have to.
like
I would have put Rodri. I'm not saying I wouldn't have put him.
I told you
But
to.
I genuinely thought.
I told you to.
No.
Go for it.
It's a default. When you've got your formation sitting there, Rodri should automatically be
No,
in
no,
that
100%
CDM
would
position.
have picked Rodri. But the thing is, he is injured. How am I going to play an injured man in my midfield?
Very easily,
matter.
bro. You pick him.
I'd rather
We're
put
talking
Yeah,
about
that's
overall
it.
best in that position.
Come
That's what
on.
we're talking about.
Look,
No,
between
you
these two
probably
teams.
based it on who
I
would
put
start
Chris
on
Wood there,
Saturday.
Yeah,
bro.
you based it on
Idiot.
starting 11. That was your
Yeah.
mistake. You based it on.
You based it on just
Starting.
like straight
Yeah.
who would start on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I based it on. I didn't base
Yeah.
it on this season.
Yeah, but that's not a
Well,
good
us
base.
three picked Rodri.
is.
Yeah, so Rodri, Kobe Manu can get out.
It was close. It was close, but unlucky.
It was so
Yeah.
close. You almost
He's
had
the
us.
only he's only an exception, and the rest of the people that watch this video, if you don't agree with us, hold that. I don't care.
They
He's
should-
in the
they should
he's in
not
the
agree with
truth.
you.
He's in the
He's
truth.
injured. He's
I
like
don't,
half a leg,
don't-
bro.
you can agree with Barney, but we disagree with all of you as well. The right centre mid. So I think obviously we went 6, 8, 10, or you can have 2 centre mids or whatever you feel like. I wrote the only United player in this team. I put Bruno Fernandes straight up. I
Same.
think Bruno is the only good midfielder from that team. He has his ups and downs, but I think on his day he is very good. One of the best creators in the league. I mean, he's the captain for a reason, obviously. But if he's starting in this Amorim team, he's been so good for them, and I feel like ever since he's come in, he's picked up the system. He looks like an actual player. He's not hitting those long balls every single time to Garnacho or Rashford. He's playing simple. Even against Arsenal when he played in that 8 role, it was nice. He was picking up the ball, dictating play. I think he's going to get better. I understand Barney said he needs to be shipped out, but I feel like give him a little bit of time, maybe a season or two, then you can get rid of him. But I think now he has to be in this team. And I think he's the only United player in the midfield that you should be in the team. Straight up.
Who next?
Anyone else?
I
Did you
put
guys
Mason
put?
Mount.
Yeah, this
Oh
guy.
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
joking, I'm
Mason
joking.
Mount.
This guy. Not even. I
I'm
would.
joking. I'm joking.
This guy, man.
I did put Bruno as well.
Yeah, I put Bruno. I think
Yeah,
unanimous.
I
And
did
I
put
think
Bruno as well.
the other centre mid,
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
Yeah.
De Bruyne, and it really shows. It really shows how much they actually needed that creativity. And I think Laith, if you want, do you have any like, would you want to speak about De Bruyne? I mean, he's been your best player since
De
Aguero.
Bruyne will go down. I'm pretty sure people won't admit it right now, or there's people out there that won't admit it right now. But De Bruyne could go down as probably top 3 best Premier League players. I'm not gonna say 1. He can go down top 3
Players?
as a midfielder.
Oh, okay,
in the Premier
midfielders.
League.
Okay, say
In the Premier League.
midfielders.
No, I think
No,
he's
in
the
the
best
Premier League. In the Premier League. I'm gonna say that.
Laith.
In the Premier League.
I think he's the best Premier League midfielder of all time, mate.
Ah,
Yeah,
see,
okay.
there's
Who do
two
you put in front of
Englishmen.
him?
There's two Englishmen.
No,
One has the most
get out of here.
goals, and
Get out
one
of here.
has
Get out of here.
one
get
has
out
a
of here.
final.
Get out of here.
That's
Genuinely get out of here.
no, stop.
De Bruyne is better than the best of them, bro.
Does not
De
matter.
Bruyne is better than
Have the
both.
stats.
I'm pretty sure he's
I
won
don't
player of
care
the
about the
season.
stats, bro.
He's won the player of the season. He's won a Champions League. He's won.
He will be up there.
6
He
Premier
will be
Leagues.
in that table. He will be in that talks of
How
who.
many Premier Leagues has Gerrard won? Just remind me.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
I put
Yeah.
Lampard over Gerrard. I'm not saying
Because
that's
if
for
we're
nothing.
talking, then Scholes should be up there. He should be better
Scholes is not
than.
up there.
He's dominated with United, with the trophies and everything. But
Obviously.
for a player who's been so good on the ball, and if we're talking about one of the best midfielders, De Bruyne is up there.
Ability
He's
wise, yeah,
top-
I think he'll be
top 3. If you guys are saying De Bruyne is the best midfielder in the Premier League, like
Right now?
you know, some of you, no, and like forever,
All time.
ever.
He is.
all time, pretty much. He should be up there for top 3 best Premier League players.
I think when
To
he finishes his career, when he ends his career, he will be in that conversation, obviously.
100%.
But I
100%.
still don't think he's like up like first. I think still Gerrard, Lampard are obviously the top of the thing. But obviously our midfield is unanimous as well. I think we'll start at the right wing spot. George, who'd you put
I've gone with Garnacho.
at the right? Okay,
He's left. Bro.
that is insane. He's played on the right. I
Is he
hear it.
left?
I-
I'll go
left.
with Doku then on the right. Doesn't matter.
He's left as well.
Doku's left as well.
You can play him both on the right straight out.
Well,
It doesn't
I've
really
seen
matter.
Garnacho play right. That's the thing. I've genuinely watched him play right wing. So I
So who
put
do
him
you have?
right.
You have Garnacho on the right.
I've got Garnacho on the right.
All right, Barney.
I've got Ahmad.
I've got Ahmad as well.
Yeah. You
I think
cooked.
Ahmad has been their best player.
He has been.
I think he's been their best player.
Him and Garnacho, to be honest.
We're talking about just this season, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about this season and overall. I think
Yeah.
Ahmad is their best player.
Ahmad is he's a gun
I think
player,
if he
bro.
doesn't even start, if he doesn't start for United, United are finished.
Yeah.
If we're talking about this season, then it's Garnacho for me.
So you have two
Garnacho.
Garnachos.
Yeah,
One
Garnacho.
Ahmad.
Garnacho's the left.
I don't know. I'd rather.
Garnacho's on the left.
I don't even think Garnacho. I think
You know what it is?
Ahmad is
Ahmad
actually their best
plays on the
player.
right. Ahmad
with-
plays on the right.
Yeah, but with Ahmad, I will say one thing. He's only been good for the past 5 to 10 games.
Because
wasn't
he
good at the
doesn't. He
start of-
doesn't put.
Yeah.
Because they didn't put him
They
and he was
didn't play him
injured.
on.
And if you
Understand,
look at him now, he's
understand.
actually. He's
Yeah, I
actually
know.
absolutely ruthless for them.
I know,
He has to
but
start.
Garnacho, since match week 1, he's been one of their best players. That's what my point was. Like, okay, Diallo, Ahmad was injured, but unlucky, cuz. Maybe in like 3 months' time when the next derby's in, you'll be in. But for
See,
me,
now-
it's
now
from the
that-
start of
that-
the year.
See, now that
Okay.
contradicts our Rodri thing, and it contradicts
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
We have to put Ahmad, because Ahmad, ever since he starts, every time he starts for United, he's their best player. In that system of Amorim,
Yeah, but that
He plays
system's
that
only
right
been
back.
in place for 2 games.
But
he's
even
he's
even with
picked
Ten
up,
Hag,
he's picked up like 2 goals, 2 assists.
Even-
he's picked
even-
up like a 6-7 GA in the games that he's been in there. And even for Ten Hag, when United were losing,
Yeah.
they were begging Ten Hag to start
Yeah.
Ahmad. And when Ahmad came on, remember he scored the winning goal against Liverpool. He's been every time he came in, even against the Nottingham game, got an assist for Bruno. Like every time he's in that team, there's something that they go through him. With Garnacho is actually very inconsistent for United. There's games
But
where he's so
he's
terrible,
good.
but then there's games where he shows his class.
Yes.
But I think Ahmad right now is a more starter than Garnacho.
I
Because they'll
genuinely
start
think
sometimes they'll start Rashford Ahmad. They
I
don't
think-
start Garnacho Ahmad.
I think Ahmad is very suited to United style.
Yes.
Like they're very transitional, and Ahmad reminds me sort of a Vinny type player. You know, someone who's technical on the ball and can run the ball and keep going. I feel like that's very important for United to have. And as we're seeing, he's starting him every game, to be honest.
Yeah.
For me,
I'm gonna stick with
for me,
Ahmad straight up.
for me, the reason I choose Garnacho, just probably like George, is just basing it off how many games he's played against us, City. Okay, the games he's played against us, he scored crucial goals.
I can
won games for
guarantee
them.
you. I can guarantee you.
He can go out there this Sunday or Sunday morning and probably score a goal, and people will be like, "Oh, Ahmad should be there instead." But
Ahmad,
it's
I
Garnacho
guarantee you,
the
Ahmad
one
is a
that's gonna
more
score.
important player in the system than Garnacho is, and in this team. And United fans say it as well.
To be honest, if I was Ruben, I'd drop Rashford and play Garnacho and Ahmad in the first place.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think
If
Rashford
you
should
were
be
Ruben.
playing in the first place.
I don't think
I
Rashford, but
agree.
we need to set in stone who's on the
Yeah.
right.
I reckon.
I'll
I
go
reckon-
with Ahmad,
Yeah,
but
Ahmad.
the people
Alright,
know
I agree.
I back Garnacho. Remember this,
but
yeah?
Garnacho-
Don't come for
Garnacho-
me afterwards.
Like
I back
I
him.
said,
Garnacho-
like I said for Rodri, like I said for
I'd be happy
Rodri,
to take Garnacho at City if he's gonna get dropped like this.
I
take him.
love Garnacho, bro. He's my favorite player of all time, bro. Don't come for me
Yeah.
afterwards.
Like we said for Rodri, in the comments, you can hold that as well. I'm gonna go on the left. I'm gonna go on the left wing, and I think this was the hardest. I didn't know
Say
either. I didn't know either to put Garnacho or Doku.
Yeah.
Because I think for both of them, for Doku when he comes for City, that he adds a different game to Pep's system. But Garnacho has been very good for United, even though I just said he's inconsistent. But the games where he has been good, even though the games he has been good, he's been the most direct player going forward, scoring the goals that they need to. But it was very hard because they're both better than Rashford. Because Rashford, I don't know, that,
Stinky.
yeah,
Definitely,
he's not good anymore.
Stinky.
But what did you guys have on the left?
I put Garnacho.
Lath?
I just think he's like very
Put
good.
Garnacho.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say Garnacho for the other position? And
No,
it would
because
have
he's
been
a
over.
left winger. He's not a right winger.
Didn't we
Yeah.
say that with Mazraoui as well before?
Do you know
Yeah,
what
but-
it is? You know what it is? You guys are gonna have to forgive me for this. I signed Garnacho on like one of my FM saves and I played him as a right wing, so that skewed my vision as well. So my bad. But I'm happy to put Garnacho on the left wing for today. Yeah.
And I think,
I'm
yeah,
happy
I think
for
he's,
that.
I think he's guaranteed anyway.
Yeah.
For
I don't
me-
know. It was a bit hard. I'd rather, if I was to pick a player, Doku. But I feel like
Doku's-
there's times
Doku's
where
good. Yeah.
Doku's very good, but I feel like
But Doku's better coming off the bench than starting, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you compare him when he starts, he's not there. And you saw that against, I think it was Crystal Palace when he started, I think.
Yeah.
When he comes off the bench,
he gives that
he's
that
on fire.
explosiveness.
Nottingham
Yeah.
Forest game, when he came off the bench, he was crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
well,
But
unfortunately,
I chose, for me, and you guys don't laugh at me.
he's gonna say Savinho.
Foden.
No,
Foden.
I chose Jack Grealish.
Okay, that's not a bad shout. I'll be honest, it's not a
Okay?
bad
Jack
shout.
Grealish, he's very good on the ball. He's really good on the ball. He might not get the goals and assists and everything, but he can hold down play. He can open up positions for players to score and shoot. So that's why I chose Grealish for him.
That's why you chose him and no one else. All right, for
No one else.
striker,
Cold.
for striker, I'm gonna say obviously
So who's
Joshua
our left winger?
Zirkzee.
Wait, who's
Josh-
our left winger?
What do you mean, Garnacho?
Oh,
said
okay.
Garnacho, yeah.
Okay. You
I
didn't
think strike.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But, Jack Grealish is what? Joshua Zirkzee for striker. What you mean?
No way you're being serious. I'm throwing my chair at my...
Man, that guy. The only thing about him is his celebration, and it
If I
even
was
isn't
strong
even.
enough to throw my chair, I would have by now.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you
no,
mean,
no,
Zirkzee?
I'm joking. Obviously, it's
Oh, fuck.
only
No,
one
Haaland,
don't
man.
do
It's only
that.
one man. It's only one man.
man, with this guy, man.
Zirkzee.
I swear, Haaland.
Pick-
This
he
season
picked
he's been a
Wolverhampton.
bit off,
Haaland.
but I think ever since he's come into the team, into the league, he has been. He broke the record the first season. Even last year they were saying he had a bad season and he was injured. He scored 27 goals, got top goal scorer now. He's currently the top
He's still
goal scorer.
top goal
with
scorer,
13.
yeah.
Yeah, he's 13, 14 goals. I think second is this guy's the
Palmer.
greatest striker he's
Salah.
ever. No, yeah,
Salah,
Salah. I
he's
think even
better.
Chris Wood. So isn't it Chris Wood?
No,
Chris
No, no, I
Yeah.
think
like
it's
on
Salah.
9 or
Salah.
10.
It's
Yeah.
one of them. I don't know, but
Yeah.
he's still there with 13, 14 goals. But I think Pep's got to find a way to utilize Haaland more.
He's going to score a hat trick this weekend. Just remember that.
If he does, then
You've
fair
been
enough.
saying
I
that
said
for
he
the
was
past
scoring
3
the
weekends, bro.
No, but that's different. This one's Manchester derby, bro.
3 weekends, he's gonna score a hat trick.
Yeah,
My
so-
multis have been giving up on me after those. the one time I don't put Haaland, and he
I've took
scores.
him off in FPL. I've took him off as captain. It's Salah now.
Oh,
Been
I'm
forced
triple
as
captaining
a
him, bro. I'm triple
Okay, that's
captaining
fair.
him.
Put on Chris Wood as well.
All right. So and manager. Should we add a manager? Who do we add?
It's
Oh, it's a difficult one,
It's
bro.
Pep.
It's Alex Ferguson.
Fans. But all right.
It's obviously Pep.
So in
Roberto
goal we
Martinez.
have Onana. Right back we got Dallo. In the two centre back rows we got Diaz and Gravadio. Left back we got Mazraoui, sorry. And then DM we got Rodri. The two centre mids we got Bruno and De Bruyne. Right wing Ahmad. Left wing Garnacho and striker Erling Haaland. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. We have how many players from United? 1, 2,
I think we got
3,
6.
4, 5, 6, and then from
pretty
City
even
we have
team.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5
yeah.
City.
5 City. If you count Pep, 6. Fair enough. We got half. But
Yeah,
that's
12
it for this
players on the field.
section. And to end off the video, we're gonna give our Premier League predictions for the games this weekend.
You should get it.
George has all the games ready, and obviously he's gonna say the game, so we're gonna predict on what the team is, what the score will be. Obviously, we don't have to go into so much detail, but we'll just say what the score is, who's gonna win, blah blah blah. And that's it. So, first game of the weekend, George. What is it?
First game of the weekend, we got Arsenal and Everton. I've gone 2-0 to Arsenal.
I'm gonna go. I think 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1. I think Saka will
I
gonna
agree
go. I
with
think
Zaya.
Odegaard will finally score. And I think Jesus
I'm going
might
up.
score.
So you two
I'm
3-1.
going 3-1 Arsenal.
Bunny?
I
Three
hate
on us.
Arsenal with a passion, but I still think Arsenal will win 3-0 Arsenal.
Nah,
3-0 Arsenal.
Next
Alright.
Cook me, I don't care.
Next game, we got Liverpool Fulham. I've gone 3-0 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go with 1-0 Liverpool. I think Fulham are actually pretty good. I think they won't do the worst, but I think
Fulham.
Gakpo will score. I'm gonna go 1-0 Liverpool.
After you said that, Zaya, I think Fulham are going to get destroyed like 6-0.
Yeah.
But
I jinxed it so many times.
I said Liverpool 2-1.
Okay, fair.
I win Liverpool 3-1.
Alright, 3-1 for them.
And then we got, this is it will be a good game to watch. Newcastle
Yeah.
Leicester at St. James Park. I've gone Newcastle
man.
2-1.
This might be the shock. I think it's gonna be a 2-2. I guess Jamie Vardy will score. Buonanotte will score, and I'm gonna go with an Isak double.
I'm going with Newcastle to win 3-2. But it'll be a very close game.
I win Newcastle 4-2.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
fair
high scoring
enough.
game. Fair.
High scoring game.
We got two teams that are out of form. Wolves versus Ipswich. Wolves are at home, and I've gone for them to win 3-2.
I like Ipswich, man. Straight out, Ipswich. I love watching them. It's just so fun to watch. The fans are so fun. Like they're just so into it, and it's like, I'd love that. I love to see it. But what'd you go with? 2-1,
I went 3-2 to Wolves.
3-2 to Wolves. I'm gonna go. You know what? I think Ipswich will do it, but I think it will be. I think it's gonna be a draw. Actually, I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna go Delap score and Cunha to score, and then the other ones they can go for whoever they want.
I'm going with a draw between both teams. There will be no defense, obviously,
Okay, fairs.
but it'll be a draw.
What draw? What do you
With
think?
the Wolves and Ipswich game.
Yeah, but what
Next
score
week.
line?
I said 2-all.
No, 2-all. Okay. So
Oh.
2-all.
I think Ipswich
Sure,
is going
I
to
said
win.
you think Ipswich
2-1.
will win? Yeah, I like Ipswich,
2-1.
man. They're
They have
striking.
two
Go on, say it.
Australians as well, huh?
Say it with chest.
Luongo and
Cam Burgess.
yeah.
No, they got. Where's Liam Delap at the moment?
Oh, he's so good, man. That
You
guy
know
is
he was
so-
our striker. He would have been good as a
Pri-
second striker.
Project Delap, England. Think about it.
Bunny, what was your prediction?
2-1
Projection.
Ipswich.
2-1 Ipswich?
Yeah.
Alright, on to the next game. Nottingham Forest and Villa. Nottingham Forest
hard
at
game.
home, but I've gone for a Villa 2-1 win.
I've gone with Nottingham Forest 2-1.
We all know what Barney wants. I'm gonna leave him last. I'm gonna say. You know what? I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. I'm gonna go with 4-3 Villa. I think John Duran will score. I think Chris Wood hat-trick. Hey, come on.
Oh my
Chris Wood
god.
hat-trick 3-1, Shabab.
Oh my
3-1.
god.
Yeah,
Do you
guys.
remember when he scored a hat trick at Newcastle, like versus
Do you
Newcastle?
remember what I said? I still need to buy a jersey.
Yeah, you still need to get his jersey.
Prime R9 that game.
If okay, this is on the video.
Yeah.
If Nottingham win and Chris Wood wins them the game, Barney has to get that Chris Wood jersey.
I have to get that. I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
That
And
day
the next
I'll
video
get it.
you have to show it.
Yeah.
Done.
I'll
So
buy Lego delivery and stuff.
yeah.
So, up next we got the derby. It's Brighton versus Crystal Palace. Brighton's at home. I've gone for a 1-0 win by Brighton. Just edging him out.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Brighton.
I've gone with 2-1 Brighton.
I've gone with a draw, 2-2. Derby, you know, Palace don't want to lose. They're in relegation zone.
Could be the
Brighton
game that Palace actually wake up, to be fair. If there's
Yeah.
any time for them to wake up, it's now. They need to. So we did City versus United, but just for those who didn't hear it before, I've gone with 3-3
What did I say? I can't remember.
I've gone with 4-1 City.
for 1 City,
went-
I said 1-1.
1-1. I went 2-1 United.
2-1 United. Then we've got the two top goal scorers in the league this year, or two of. Chelsea versus Brentford. Chelsea's at home. I've gone for 4-2 Chelsea.
Yeah, that sounds like a score that would happen, but I think I don't know. Yeah, you go.
I agree with George. I've gone with 4-2 as well.
I'm gonna go 3-0. I think
Chelsea
we're
2
gonna
and 4-2.
smoke them. I think
We
3. No,
can't
you know what?
defend.
3. I think 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
3-1.
give him a go, man. We can't
A couple
defend.
years ago when
I
Brentford
think
came
Wissel
back,
will score. I think Wissel will score an overhead kicker against us
He's gonna
again.
score a bicycle kick from halfway, bro.
I think Jackson after that Tottenham game is gonna score 2 goals. Watch. Mark my
Barney?
words.
I've gone with a 2-2 draw.
You're a criminal.
That's alright. That's
No,
fair enough.
because
Fucking-
Brentford
Don't say it's fair
turn
enough.
up. Brentford turn up in big games.
Yeah.
yeah,
They do,
nah,
they do.
I
Yeah, that's
give him
fine.
that.
They
They turn
genuinely
up.
do.
They turn up. Yeah, yeah.
And this is
understand.
for my mate who supports Brentford.
Yeah, he
Love it.
can sit there and after the game, watch what your mate will hear afterward. After.
Okay. Then we've got Southampton versus Spurs. Southampton are at home, but I've gone for a 3-1 Spurs win. They will bounce back. They have
I
to.
think this is such a Spurs game to lose.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like this could be
Yeah,
like such a
yeah.
Spurs game to lose. I'm not gonna say Spurs will lose. I'm gonna go with my actual prediction. I'm gonna guess 2-0. But what I want is like a
Whose way though?
Spurs away.
Spurs way.
Oh,
But I
okay.
want to see like a 2-1 victory for Southampton. Last minute goal like Cameron Archer. I just want to see something there, bro. But I'm
He's
gonna
thinking
go
about his
2-0.
FPL, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking about FPL.
I've gone with 2-1 Spurs.
I'm gonna go 2-0
I just think-
Spurs.
As
If
said,
they win, it'll be a close game.
I said, I have a feeling Spurs will do a Spurs.
Yes.
It's the history of the Tottenham, but like
Content.
I'm gonna go with my actual gut and say Spurs will win 3-0.
And the last game of the weekend, Tuesday morning for us, it's Bournemouth versus West Ham at Bournemouth's home. And I've gone for them to win 2-0. West Ham are terrible this season. Bournemouth are flying. Yeah, so I've
I'm
gone
gonna
with
go.
2-0.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go 3-2. I think Jared Bowen will score, but Bournemouth are so good. I'm saying this now. Areola, whoever their manager is, Areola, Iraola
Yeah.
will get a top team to coach soon. He's a very good manager.
I've gone with 1-1, to be honest. I just think West Ham can come out on Tuesday morning and get a result from all these losses and their form dropping off. So that's why Bournemouth is a class team, but I just think they do make mistakes, and I think West Ham can punish them for it. So I've gone with that.
Barney
I've gone with
Mine?
Bournemouth 4-2.
on the 4-2.
4-2,
Okay.
West Ham are rubbish, bro.
Oh, yeah, I
I've
don't
seen
know.
them
With all
against
the
Chelsea. I've seen them against so many clubs, Spurs,
So
whoever,
bad.
just rubbish. Rubbish after, like, their performances are horrible. And Lopetegui was actually a good manager at Sevilla. I don't know what he's doing here, bro.
Well, that's your predictions for the weekend done. Write down below, comment down below what you guys think, what will happen at the Manchester Derby, what your predictions will be as well. We also want to say thank you guys for the love and appreciation from the first video. Ever since we released this channel, obviously, we wanted this to be in our community. But at the end of the day, we know ball, or some of us do. Mr.
Some.
Don't say that. We're gonna get every single prediction wrong now. Everybody's gonna come for us now.
That's true.
Too much pressure.
Some.
That's so
I need
true.
to go change my 3-3. Why would you say that?
You're gonna be so finished when you see the score like 5-0. So. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys next time.
Thank
Peace.
Make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe.
And all our links are in the description for our
Exactly.
Insta, Spotify, and TikTok as well. So yeah, see you.
See ya.